A prolonged heat wave held its grip on the U.S. South, where a high-pressure weather system known as a heat dome has lingered for the last few weeks and was forecast to bring more oppressive humidity and dangerously high temperatures well above 100 degrees. The National Weather Service said on Tuesday that some 62 million Americans in central Arizona, across Texas and the Deep South, and into Florida's Panhandle were under excessive heat watches, warnings, and advisories that were expected to last until the 4th of July. Climate analyst Susan Joy Hassel told Reuters that the growing frequency and intensity of severe weather across the U.S. is symptomatic of human-driven climate change.
Human-caused warming has made heat waves, heat domes like this hotter, more frequent, longer lasting, and covering larger areas. This is really important because heat is the deadliest kind of extreme weather in the United States. As we're seeing right now in the U.S. South, nighttime temperatures are really high, and nighttime temperatures are increasing even faster than the daytime temperatures. This is especially bad for our health, as very warm nights interfere with our body's ability to recover from the hot days. And this is especially a problem as heat waves are lasting longer.
In Texas, power use hit a preliminary all-time high on Tuesday, according to data from the state's power grid operator, as homes and businesses cranked up air conditioners to escape the heat wave.
The Texas grid appears to be very vulnerable to a heat event like this because it doesn't have the capacity to bring in power from other places. And this heat dome is really expanding. And in Texas, we've seen catastrophe happen there when the grid has gone down. And if it goes down during a heat event like this, people are going to die.
At a homeless encampment in Houston, outreach case manager Ray Walker, who works for the faith-based nonprofit Star of Hope, said he's been passing out more cold water than usual.
Out here in this heat and out living in the outdoors, water is extremely important. We have had to ramp up and giving more water out because of this heat. It can be very difficult out here in the elements. Every year there's people that actually pass away from the heat.
Lori Wilburn lives at the encampment.
The heat is getting just unbearable. And most everybody's sleeping outside their tent now.
Meanwhile, a different kind of advisory was in effect in several upper Midwestern cities, where a cloud of hazy smoke from wildfires in Canada triggered air quality alerts. In Chicago, the third largest city in the country, children, the elderly, and people with respiratory diseases were being cautioned to stay indoors because of the smoke. INQUIRER, a website that tracks pollution, said Chicago had the worst air quality of any large city in the world.